Good afternoon, Facebook, family, friends, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. So by now, we've all witnessed Bill Cosby sentence of 3 to 10 years in state prison for the crimes committed against the young lady who supposedly happened in 2004. So in 2004, he was accused of drugging and raping and sexually assaulting a woman at his home. She was there. They knew through, I guess they met through, I can't remember how they knew each other. But as we all know, the story of Bill Cosby and these women, we know he ain't gay. So, because no man came forward to say he sexually assaulted. It's been all women that said he either drugged them or raped them or his MO was drugging and raping women. I have mixed feelings about his sentence because this crime supposedly took place in 2004. He actually had settled with this woman at one point in time, and she took a financial settlement, which I don't know if they disclosed what she filed a civil lawsuit, and this is how all these criminal charges came to be. Bill Cosby just pretty much received, in my eyes, a death sentence. He is approximately 80-something years of age, and not in the best of health, and blind, and being sent to a state prison for 3 years. He may not make it through that for 3 to 10 years. So we don't even know, once he made it 3 years, would they give him parole? So in essence, in my opinion, he was just sentenced to a death sentence. And I think, and like I said, I have mixed emotions about this, but for me, it's the consequences of his actions. I kind of get the feeling that when I've read that he admitted to some of the stuff that he has done. They sexually admitted to drugging these women, having sex with them. Some of them, I guess, I'm not too sure. But with all these women and the victims that have come forward, it's kind of hard for many of us to get past the image Bill Cosby had on the Cosby Show of the Huxtables, a family doctor, or was he an attorney? I can't remember what he was. I never really watched that show. Some people can't get past the fact that he was just an actor in entertainment. But he did, outside of his acting career, there was some donations he made, like to several colleges, black colleges, I think either Morehouse or Spelman College or something along those lines. But I guess I have mixed emotions about this. The crimes were so old. However, the victims did deserve justice for what he did to them. Do I believe that he did it? I don't think these women are lying. I don't think this many women would come forward and lie about what they're claiming he did. And you got a lot of women, well-known actresses. There was a model, I forget her name. You have a lot of women who have come forward and in the past few years making these allegations. I believe them to be true. Does he deserve a death sentence in prison? Like I said, I don't know the answer to that. I have mixed emotions about this. One telling sign that's concerning to me, just as is my observation, when I was watching the courtroom let out yesterday, and when they were taking Bill Cosby away in handcuffs, it looked as if wherever this trial took place, it was a predominantly white area. I didn't see very many blacks coming out of that courtroom. Like, I didn't see any but maybe one or two. And I just wondered, that kind of set in my head. No, not a big deal or anything, but it just makes me wonder the area in which where he was, that the county or city where he was convicted. Here they have an opportunity to convict him in prison, a well-known black comedian, a wealthy man who's been, around in entertainment business since the 60s. You're looking at, I've known Bill Cosby pretty much my entire life. So his career spans much longer than I've been here on earth. Like I said, I have mixed emotions. Because we all kind of view Bill Cosby in a positive manner. At least I did. Until these allegations arrived a few years ago. So more than likely, like I said, I do believe that Bill Cosby did do as those women say. I don't, doubt it. I don't think there's many women would be lying with him. I don't see that at all. But it is concerning that here he is, an 80-something-year-old man, and more than likely he's going to die behind him. He's going to die behind unless his health improves greatly, which I doubt. And typically, when people go to jail, they enter into depression. They're sad. The environment's rough. I just wonder, would he live through this? In essence, I do believe that he was just sentenced to a death sentence. And he will probably be behind bars until he dies. Because there's no guarantee he'll get out in 3 years. So we have to see what happens as soon as he lives through it. That's just my take on it. I do believe that people have to be responsible for the consequences of their actions. And if this man's actions warranted, if these women are being truthful and honest, and I believe they are, here's the funny part. I have a lot of male friends, gay and straight, who have admitted to me to using drugs and alcohol to have sex with certain people. That there's some women, they invite women to their houses, get them drunk, fuck them. I have gay friends who invited men to their homes and got them drunk or high and then proceeded to have sex with them. This is not unusual for people to do this. I mean, some people have gone as far. I've even had people looking for certain date rape drugs. I forget the name of the drug people are looking for. I'm like, what do you want that for? GHB or something? So people do this all the time. This is not unusual. Forget there was an NFL football player a few years back who was in federal prison now for having drugged and raped women. So it happens frequently. But when they get caught, I hope a lot of these people who are out here doing this type of behavior stop and think about what they're doing, because the consequence could be very severe. No means no. And taking an unsuspecting person, this is why since my early 20s, I don't go into people's homes alone, and I don't drink or eat any food at their house if I do go. Back in my early 20s, you go a date to a person's house, I wouldn't touch it. I just didn't. I was like, you want something to drink? No, I'm fine. I wouldn't eat or touch anything. But I just didn't trust people. I did not trust people. And people do some devious stuff. People do some devious stuff. And when they get caught, they just better beware of the consequences of their actions and how severe they may be punished for drugging and sexually raping and assaulting someone without their permission. And it happens frequently. Frequently. So, like I said, I had mixed emotions. I'm not happier. Do I feel it was justice served? I don't have any feelings about this, to be honest with you. I just have mixed emotions about it. I just think that Bill Cosby has to be responsible. Only he knows what he did or didn't do. And those women, they know. So I reserve my judgment over the situation, because I was saddened to see the picture of his mugshot. He looked very sad in that mugshot. Such a powerful man to fall in such a spectacular manner just makes you wonder about people in power. People in powerful positions, and their actions, how they have to be responsible for the consequences of the things that they do. So that's all I'm going to say about the Bill Cosby escapades. I do feel I think he got a death sentence. Let's just see what happens. If you like my videos, quick like, share them with family members and friends. I'm out. Of course, I do want to say my heart goes out to the victims who think they've been through a lot. A lot of people accuse them of lying and being dishonest. I think they're telling I never doubted from the beginning that these women would be dishonest. I believe they were telling the truth. It's unfortunate, but I believe them. Anyway, I'm out of here, and enjoy your Wednesday.